And now we've come to the end of what will hopefully be known as the final end of this franchise that has been pillaged and beaten to death for the past 7 years. Oh, what a spectacle it's been. And I don't think we've ever witnessed quite the fall from grace like the fall of Russell, the pompous twit. Who would have thought that the dude that brought the show back 20 years ago would be the same person that would oversee its eventual destruction and somehow manage to make something that was even worse than the dreck created during the reign of Chibs the Idiot. We start with Dr. Nutty running in terror from Mystery Susan and her Halloween mask as Disney borrows the Thanos turning people into dust After Effects plugin. Once again, guys, where did all that money go? Then, while Mel is taking Dr. Nutty on a motorcycle ride because, let's face it, she's the only one in this series that isn't a complete wimp, Nepo Baby Kate starts firing on checkbox hire number 56, and their efforts are completely useless, kind of like the people working there. Checkbox is for everyone, yo, except you nasty white dude. You go stand in the corner. Actually, no. You go stand in front of Sutek's friends. Time for you to make up for all that privilege. Then it starts snowing again, and Princess Zumi's real mommy shows up. And Princess Zumi is still sad that she can't see her. Good Lord, Princess Zumi, other more important things are happening right now. Stop thinking about yourself for a second. I know it's hard for a Zoomer, but Jesus, man up! Karma gets Nepo Baby Kate and friends over Nepo Baby Kate's hiring policies as checkbox hire number 56 turns them all into dust. Oh dear, what a pickle. What a pickle indeed. Even Dr. Nutty's upgraded sex robot gets its head blown off. So, that's the end of Nepo Baby Kate. I'm sure this will in no way be retconned. Then my smile widens as it appears that Tiddlywinks was also turned into dust. Praise the Lord! There's a God after all! Then, as Dr. Nutty is about to cry again, Mel makes the decision to fight. This really should be the Mel show. She's like the only character with an ounce of integrity. Then the dust cloud starts taking out all those pesky white people while Dr. Nutty hangs on to Mel for dear life. Then I'm just doing it for the money mommy is quite concerned. Don't worry, it's just Dr. Nutty running away while everyone gets killed. Next, Mystery Lady number 2 and whacked out Granny turn to dust. Then I'm just doing it for the money mommy turns to dust too. Oh no! Next, Dr. Nutty, after running away like a little girl, pays a visit to Princess Zumi, who is still sad about real mommy. Jesus! Get your priorities in check, woman! Also, the TARDIS has now had a complete mental breakdown. I'm sorry, dude, you didn't ask for any of this. Then Dr. Nutty tells Princess Zumi to remember things harder. Man, why does everything that comes out of your mouth sound like some sort of sex reference? Then the badly rendered Sutek and Kate's terrible hiring choice meet up with Dr. Nutty, and Sutek says, "We meet again." Brilliant dialogue, Russell. Man, let's look at this from poor Sutek's point of view. The last time he met the doctor, he was a legend. Now he's a sex pervert that relies on our hero Mel to do all his work for him, and spends most of his time crying. No wonder Sutek's so pissed. He used to like the show too, and we want to commend Sutek for erasing at least some of the most irritating characters that this once great but now horrible show has ever seen. Then we get a clip from Pyramids of Mars to remind us once again of the good old days, and how dare you people defile Tom Baker by making him appear in this trash. It seems that Sutek survived all those years by riding the spine of the TARDIS. Only RTD could write a line like that. So, Russell, you witless hack, you're saying that Sutek has been, quote, riding the spine of the TARDIS since Pyramids of Mars, and none of the real doctors ever noticed. Okay, dude, whatever you say, idiot. Then Kate's hiring mistake starts playing with the TARDIS's joystick. Good Lord! Then Sutek starts explaining his trap because, let's face it, the people that claim to like this crap lack the intelligence to figure it out for themselves. Oh, you invoked the name of Susan to trap Dr. Nutty. How genius! Sutek wants to release everyone into blessed death. Better hurry up, dude. Bill's way ahead of you. Then Dr. Nutty starts to cry again, and Sutek shakes his head in disappointment. Dr. Nutty says he will defeat Sutek, but we're not holding out much hope. Just turn things over to Mel. Everything will work out. Dr. Nutty wants to know why Sutek hasn't killed him yet, because he's an extinction level event. Good Lord, Dr. Nutty. Ego much? Also, insert joke about Dr. Nutty being an extinction level event for this franchise. Dr. Nutty asks Sutek, who he now refers to as Suit, if he knows how good it feels to be evil. Careful, Disney, you don't want to be too revealing about your true intentions. Also, the TARDIS that had the mental breakdown is a remember TARDIS, not the real TARDIS, because it remembers how good things were back in the old days. And they head off on a journey and things start to explode and break. It must have been built by all those best people for the job Disney likes to hire. Then they use magic rope to fix the exploding TARDIS. Yeah, whatever. It seems the magical screen is holding the TARDIS together. Well, let's hope it wasn't one of them budget TVs from Walmart. This is actually where I'd start to get worried because we haven't seen any of those millions of dollars on screen, which continues to raise questions that will never be answered. So, I bet they'd cheap out on the magical screen too. It seems the TARDIS's perception filter covers 73 yards. Oh, that's the name of the episode where Dr. Nutty decided he was overworked with the 7 episodes he had to film and needed to take a break. It seems that Sutek created a mystery lady who kept getting stronger everywhere the Doctor has ever landed since Pyramids of Mars. Okay, I can see a few plot holes here. Here's a fun game. Start listing them in the comment section because that's a whole lot of plot holes. Next, it seems that Sutek's death dust is spreading all over the world. Well, this didn't happen when Tom Baker was the Doctor. It seems every world the Doctor has ever landed on is dead. So, is this Russell's way of blaming all the white dudes who played the Doctor previously for the destruction of everything? Then, Dr. Nutty starts to cry again. Then he starts yelling like a woman. Well, that's sure to solve your current debacle, isn't it? Yes, this is your fault, Dr. Nutty, because, man, you just suck. Next, Sutek is still hanging out with Kate's hiring mistake and Halloween mask lady, and Sutek seems to be having a little too much fun with the TARDIS because these people just can't help themselves. Then Dr. Nutty decides to dress like a hobo and pays this lady a visit. She has a baby, and the baby's name is Brindle. Wow, what a terrible name. It seems memories and facts are now dying too. So, what you're saying then is this is a leftist's wet dream. Dr. Nutty says he needs metal, and the lady says he has a nice face. Man, even in apocalyptic times, this dude needs his ego stroked. She gives Dr. Nutty a spoon. Well, that was nice of her. Now she gets to eat everything with her hands. He says he will use the spoon with the creepiest of looks as everyone prays that he doesn't detail what he intends to do with the spoon. Also, it seems her daughter is dead too. Man, Russell, that's sick. Then the lady tells Dr. Nutty how nice his face is again and turns to dust. And Dr. Nutty starts to cry again. Then Dr. Nutty, while fixing stuff with his new spoon, says that everything in the Pyramids of Mars was cultural appropriation. I would tend to think there are more important things going on right now, but these people can never get their priorities in check. Princess Zumi asks Dr. Nutty who Tom Baker and Elizabeth Sladen were, and he says they just traveled in the TARDIS. Yep, they were just visitors, because this was always intended to be the Dr. Nutty show. Mel is starting to forget things too because RTD really wants the memory of real Doctor Who to be wiped from existence. Then, oh dear, it seems that out of all the times Sutek could have been mystified by things since the Pyramids of Mars, it was the mystery of Princess Zumi's mommy that interested him the most and led to his current bonkers plan. Really, Russell? Center of the universe indeed. Next, it seems that Sutek and Halloween Mask Lady are trying to appropriate Mel. No, please don't take away the only decent character we've had this entire series. Or, sorry, season. Don't want to piss off Disney. They might throw the best people for the job after us. Then, oh no! The magical screen starts showing images of this season's stand-in Trump. Come on, we should have realized this is where things were going. Yes, protect the borders. How evil! It seems that DNA testing became compulsory for everyone in 2046. The year stand-in Trump came to save Great Britain. So if that's all it took to solve the mystery of Princess Zumi's mother, then why didn't this occur to Dr. Nutty earlier? As Russell yells at us, do not ask questions. Then we all take a trip to 2046 to plug the Walmart screen into the DNA machine, and Mel starts acting shady. Oh no! But Dr. Nutty doesn't clue in because he really sucks at being the Doctor. Then it starts snowing again. I get it. Snow. Dr. Nutty. Snowman. Oh, Russell! That's disgusting. Then Mel puts on a Halloween mask and Sutek brings them over to have a little chat and Dr. Nutty starts begging Sutek not to be a jerk. Yeah, that's sure to work. Then Princess Zumi tricks Sutek and throws a magic rope lasso around his neck and Dr. Nutty starts blowing his whistle, which breaks the TARDIS out of its depression, and Kate's hiring mistake gets lasered to death. Then the TARDIS dematerializes, and the magic rope drags Sutek through the time vortex in an impressive example of CGI fail. Best people for the job indeed. Then everyone comes back to life. Wow, I'm sure nobody saw that coming. And the suspiciously tall Tiddlywinks has returned from the dead, so thems can continue to lecture people about pronouns, and everyone can tell thems how beautiful thems is. Oh goody! Then Dr. Nutty starts naming the planets that have returned to normal. Oh gee, those are the names of planets from real Doctor Who, and the lady from earlier is back and hanging out with her baby on the Ewok set. Then Dr. Nutty kills Sutekh while telling him how great he is. Then Dr. Nutty starts to cry again. Then everyone has a party and Unit hires Mystery Susan because we just hire everybody that appears in any episode now. Then everyone thanks Dr. Nutty for saving them with his magic rope because, yep, all it took was magic rope to destroy this thing that's been following Dr. Nutty since 1975. Good lord! Then we solve the mystery of who Princess Sumi's irresponsible real mother was because, leaving a baby on a doorstep in the middle of winter to freeze to death and all. Apparently, her stepfather was trouble, and that was the whole reason for the irresponsible abandonment. I guess he must have been white. Princess Sumi seems disappointed that real mommy was ordinary. Sorry, Princess Sumi, you're not special. Zoomers really hate to hear those kinds of things. So, this was the mystery that drove Sutekh bonkers, was it? Oh, and it was her real mother that chose the name Ruby by pointing at a street sign, and this was the whole reason for the pointing. Okay. Also, sorry, you're not Ruby, you're Princess Zumi. Deal with it! Then we go to spy on Princess Zumi's real mommy. Then we have hugs and everybody's happy. Oh, not just because of the hugs, but because this season is finally over. Then we find out who real daddy is. First time his name's been mentioned, evil patriarchal bastard. Then Dr. Nutty takes off on Princess Zumi. How sad. Yeah, Princess Zumi, you just got dumped. Then Dr. Nutty starts to cry again. Then Mystery Lady tells us that Dr. Nutty's story ends in absolute terror. And I'm sure it will be slutty too. What? Doctor Who will return? Wouldn't it be funny if Disney actually came to its senses and Dr. Nutty's next almost finished season was thrown into the bin, never to be seen, so can be used as a tax write-off? Who am I kidding? Disney will keep funding garbage like this. Garbage that nobody wants to watch until they go bankrupt. Maybe we should encourage more of The Acolyte and Dr. Nutty at a budget of $500 million an episode. Come on, Disney, who hires nothing but the best people for the job. Make it happen. And that's it for today. Thank God this season is over. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on X. And until next time, suck it.